This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
All right, audio people, how do I sound? Much better? Same? Worse? Anyone in the chat, give me a heads up before we get into this. All right, good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the POSTCAST brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. My name is Tim Daniel, and today's episode is brought to you by Kalshi. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code LOCKEDON to get up to $500 in bonus credits when you trade 25. Well, on tonight's show, we're going to get to Hector Rodriguez making his big league debut at a Reds win. Brady Singer pitched a gem on his birthday, no less. But we're going to start the game with smart base running from Elly de Cruz and Sal Stewart leading the way.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
This was one of those nights where baseball was baseballing, right? Where it was really weird. It was doing weird things, and this game was hilarious. So the A's get off to a run in the fourth inning, make it 1-0, and you're like, okay, we got time. Next inning, they put 2 more on the board on Brady Singer, and you go, that's not great. And then the 5th inning, Jake says Angels in the infield. That's hilarious, actually. That's super funny. I really like that. 5th inning comes around, and you see the Reds tie the game up. Elly has that ball that's like this high that he puts in the outfield for a single. That brings in Mac McLean and gets Hector Rodriguez his first big league run. And then he moves up to second base, steals third, and Sal Stewart gets him in on a sac fly to tie the game up. I'm like, this is fun. Then the A's get, then Elly makes a really bad error. Let's call it what it is. A really bad throw. Maybe Sal needs to scoop that. I know that's going to go either way. Someone's going to have a complaint either way on that, but makes it 4-3 when Henry Bolt scores on that. And then the bottom of the 8th comes, and the bottom of the 8th was wild. Elly walks. I'm just going to, let's just do this together, people. Let's just go. Let's just run it down, pitch for play here, right? Because I got to read this exactly how it went because it is wonky. All right. So they bring in Hogan Harris. Elly walks. Sal Stewart walks. They tell JJ Bleday to bunt. Never have JJ Bleday bunt. If there's runners on first, on first and second, and you have Elly and Sal Stewart on the bags, swing away. Swing away. Don't bunt. Don't bunt at all. I'm rejuvenated by this fact we had to restart this show, right? So he strikes out. Tyler Stevenson then flies out, but Elly moves up to third. And in that time frame, Sal Stewart gets the heads up to move to second. And you're like, oh, that's really smart. And then it's just hilarious from there. A wild pitch from Hogan Harris. Elly steals, gets home. Sal moves up to third base. And then Gino walks, which, should that guy have known that Gino, can't hit anymore? Why does he throw the ball at his ankle? And that ball ends up being a wild pitch. Sal Stewart scores. So the Reds scored 2 runs that inning without a single base hit. That was as baseball gets, right? And, give credit to Elly and Sal, right? Those guys if it isn't for them, they're not winning that game. And the fact that they went out there and they just had heads up base running, they paid attention to where the ball was going, and they just went with it was really nice to see. And that's a team that I know we're all kind of disappointed after yesterday, trying to figure out what the heck's going on, what direction is this team trying to go. With those two guys, you have something. The error was not good on either side, the throw or the scoop. Such is life. Baseball's weird. But you know that you're going to get what? Tonight they got 3 combined RBI from them. They got 3 combined runs from them. They got 2 combined walks from them. They got 2 combined hits from them. Those 2 are your top of the order guys. I think you got to feel pretty good about what the Reds could be if they can build around them. Griffey fan says it here. Elly and Sal saved themselves from losing the game with that failed throw pick. At least we came out on top. 100%. 100% on that, Griffey fan. I completely agree. Josh says 2 times this year there have been 3 wild pitches in an inning. Both happened against the Reds in the 8th inning. April by the Angels and tonight by the A's. This goes back to Jake's Angels in the infield that he was talking about earlier, right? We're all doing this. Yes, absolutely. But really fun game. And I'll tell you what, guys, it was Brady Singer taking the ball on his 30th birthday, wondering if he was going to be pitching for the Cincinnati Reds today. He showed up.
It's time to reveal who made the biggest under-the-radar impact with today's X Factor.
Brady Singer tonight gives the Reds a quality start. 6 innings at 3 earned runs or less. He has 6 strikeouts. He has 3 walks and started off hitting the ground running. First 3 innings looked really, really good. 4th inning, they get a run on him. 5th inning, they may get a couple more runs on him. And you kind of see he's down 3-0. You can kind of see he's kind of showing it a little bit. Obviously, the news came out today that he had a scoring change from his last start against the Guardians, where they changed Elly's error and made it a hit. So he went from having no earned runs to 4 earned runs. So all of a sudden he came in with a little bit of a higher ERA than anticipated going into this outing. And then today, I don't really know if I want to say this was like he took care of business by any stretch of the matter, because he did have an uphill battle. But his last 2 innings of the game, so after, I should say his last inning of the game, after they get those 2 runs there in the 5th, he goes out in the 6th inning and just mauls them down, gets through it, takes a deep breath, and lets the offense do their thing. Not exactly going to be a day that we write home about with Brady Singer, but kind of shows you the consummate professional he is. This is a guy who yesterday, I mean, I said it, Jeff and Steve said it on their show. We all were basically suspecting he was not going to be here for this start, right? We thought, well, he's penciled in to start Tuesday, but is he going to be a Red on Tuesday? And today, he's going out there, giving him a quality start and did really well at that. So I want to make sure we give him the credit there as well. Talk about the bullpen real quick for break. Sam Ball gets an inning in. Does give up a hit and does have an earned run on him, which is the Elly Sal play we've talked about a couple times tonight. Julian Garcia continues to just impress. 2 strikeouts in his inning, and Emilio Pagan battles through it, but gets through it, right? Does have 2 hits, but does get a strikeout. And Emilio Pagan continues to be really good since coming back from the injury, from coming back from the IL. He continues to just put up these numbers. So he's now up to his last 7 appearances. He has 5 saves. He has not given up a run. He's won 2 games in that time frame too. 9 strikeouts, no walks, a .57 whip. So Emilio Pagan is making me eat crow right now, because I was very, very disappointed in how he was pitching for the most part this year. But then he kind of came through, took care of that injury, and he's been great since. So nice job from Emilio Pagan, nice job from the bullpen, and a really good job from Brady Singer as well. When we come back from break, we're going to talk about Hector Rodriguez' big league debut, and we're going to crown our locked on player of the game. But first, this episode is brought to you by Game Time. There's nothing like watching a Reds game in person. The excitement, the fans, insane wild pitches and throws all over the field. Your 2 best players score runs. The only problem, getting tickets can feel like a grind. Long queues, surprise fees, prices jumping at checkout. That's where there's Game Time. The Game Time app gives fans the advantage with constant innovation. It's how you unlock amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's simple to use. The Game Time guarantee means you get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time at the best price. And here's the best part. Fees are included in the price you see. What you see is what you pay, period. I love the seat view feature. I love having a panoramic view from my exact seat before I buy, knowing what I'm buying when I click purchase. Zone deals are great too. If I just want to sit a certain area of the ballpark, I'll just take a look at that, and then I'll let Game Time select a seat so I can save a little bit more. And if you want to go check the Reds out on the road, they're going to Washington this weekend, so you want to tour the nation's capital and go catch a ball game, you can follow your favorite team and get alerts when new deals drops. It's so easy, 2 taps and it's done. No stress, no hidden fees, just great seats and minutes. That's what makes it so easy to decide last minute to hit a game. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKDOWN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account, redeem code LOCKEDON for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. This episode is also brought to you by Clutch Parlays. Whether you're betting on the big game, player props, or building your next parlay, having the right information makes all the difference. Tracking odds across sportsbooks like our friends over at FanDuel, finding value picks, building parlays, tracking bets, and analyzing performance, Clutch Parlays gives you the tools to make every wager with more confidence. Instead of piecing together odds, pregame analysis, live predictions, bet tracking, and analytics from a bunch of different places, Clutch Parlays brings it all together in one streamlined experience. Clutch Parlays gives you all the tools in a streamlined experience, and it's not just you handling raw data, it's analyzing it, turning that into pregame and live predictions that update us as things change to help you find real value and build smarter parlays. Tracking your bets over time can tell you a lot. Seeing what's actually working and what isn't can help you make smarter decisions going forward instead of relying on memory. One of the best things about it is being able to look at performance trends and seeing how often Clutch Parlays hits on their certain wagers. Go to clutchparlays.com today and use code LOCKEDON to get your first month free on a monthly plan. clutchparlays.com, bringing together live odds, line shopping, predictions, bet tracking, and analytics in one place so you can bet with more confidence. Pick smarter, play sharper. And lastly, we are brought to you by our friends over at Stance. As the official sock partner in Major League Baseball, Stance knows greatness isn't built in a single moment. It's earned over time through consistency. That's why each week we're recognizing one player whose performance embodies those same qualities. We've talked about it quite a bit. I love Stance socks. You've seen Jeff show them off. You've seen Steve show them off. I've had these since 2015 at the All-Star game in Cincinnati. I got them customized. I have my last name on it, and 24, my favorite number. If you know, you know. It's also my date of birth. But 20, it's been really cool. I've been buying stuff from Stance for years, whether it's baseball socks, basketball socks, Disney. I mean, they have a whole storefront at Walt Disney World, Disney Springs, if you're ever in the area. So check it out. This week's everyday icon on the Reds postcast is Sal Stewart. He's a National League All-Star, a candidate for Rookie of the Year, and tonight had excellent base running to get the Reds the lead to go in the go-ahead run. That is what makes Sal Stewart the everyday icon. Check out the Icon Collection from Stance. Premium comfort, performance, and durability designed for whatever your day brings. Use promo code LOCKEDON at checkout for 20% off your purchase. Stance, the official sock partner of Major League Baseball. Learn more at stance.com. Want to give a big thank you to our everydayers here for spending some time with us on the postcast. I really enjoy having you all here. Thank you so much for also being patient tonight through all of our technical problems we had to start the show, but we are back and we are in action. But if you're an everydayer, please go ahead and check out the Everydayer Club for $5 a month or $50 a year. You'll be able to get in there, get access to ad-free episodes, also access to our Discord chat as well. And if you're an everydayer, if you heard Jeff and Steve talk about today, we're going to have some stuff planned, including some hangout sessions, not on the record, not recording, just you talking ball with us. We'll be able to get that information to you guys here in the near future, and we will shout you out and let you know what to suspect as well. All right, before we get to Hector Rodriguez, let's pick our Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I got to give it to my guy, Big Sal. The RBI to tie the game, and then he has the heads-up base running behind Elly to put the tying run on second. I mean, the go-ahead run on second base when Elly gets, and then he comes around when Egino walks, being the game-winning run. So Sal Stewart today is our locked-on player of the game, and I think deservedly so. I can't talk today. I'm sorry. My words going faster than my mouth. So Hector Rodriguez makes his big league debut tonight, and although 0 for 2 with a walk and a run is not something that's going to be jaw-dropping, he looked comfortable. Obviously, we know that Hector Rodriguez has a tendency to be a bad ball swinger, right? He has a tendency to go for pitches that are way out of the strike zone. Didn't see a whole lot of that in his first game. Does have that ball that Jake Wilson takes out of the air, which was a little bit of his first hit. And that was a nice play by Jacob Wilson, but he was this close to kind of getting a hit. So I'm excited to see how it goes. It does feel like he's going to kind of be the everyday right fielder for moving on for the rest of the year, because I just think this team has realized they can't trust Noelvi Marte, which kind of crushes my soul because, I'm the don't give up on Marte guy. I'm apparently very wrong there. But tonight, getting to see Hector Rodriguez make his debut, it's kind of tough in the sense that now there's no next prospect to look to. Jake says right here, he looks like a big leaguer. Yeah, he has that big leaguer swag, right? He has that, like, he comes to the plate, he knows what to do, he's not nervous, the moment's not too big for him. I'm excited to see how he plays the rest of the year. I mean, he had a really good year in AAA. He hit 27 homers. I feel like this is going to be a nice career for them. And I hope he continues to bring it. I would like to see him play every day. I think you kind of have this idea. Steve talked about it on the Locked On Reds show today about, they've probably set up their outfield for next year. Where you've got Blade, Myers, and Hector Rodriguez, and then you kind of have whoever you want to be that fourth outfielder. I don't think it'll be TJ Friedel. It might not be Noelvi Marte, but we'll see how it goes. But tonight was fun. It was nice to see the Reds get a win like that. Continue to play really well. Yesterday, we all had so many questions on who was actually going to be on the team come today, and it all worked out. But the Reds are winners against the Oakland, Vegas, Sacramento Athletics, 5-4. The Reds have 5 runs on 5 hits and an error. The A's have 4 runs on 8 hits and an error. Julian Garcia gets his second win of the year. He is now 2-2. Hogan Harris picks up his first loss. He is now 3-1. And Emilio Pagan picks up his 12th save of the year. And the Reds have a chance to take yet another series tomorrow against the A's, as we will see Rhett Lowder taking the hill for the Reds. He is 3-7 with a 5.42 ERA. He'll be going against Jacob Lopez, who is 5-4 with a 5.79. First pitch is at 6:40. So if all goes as planned, you should see me around the same time tomorrow night. But everyone, thank you so much for 1, being here with me tonight, 2, being patient with me through all the technical issues we had to start the show. But this was a lot of fun. I'm Tim Daniel. Thank you all again. Please be sure to stay locked in on your podcast app of choice, whether it's here or on YouTube, so you can get not only me after every game, but Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday as well. Have a great night. Go Red Legs. I'll see you tomorrow.